Right now, all we have to do, the Rebbe said, it's up to you. Hi, it's Eli Weber. Welcome back to my channel, my dear family and friends. A lot to say, a lot going down. I'm out of my usual spot. I'm out in Utah, actually. I'm checking out the ASEA, this product, excellent product. It's above nature, man. It's for sure above the medical model, and it will cure. It will help you help you reset your DNA. Used with Life Waves, which is all below, called Dr. Stacy Coral J, if you want to find out about this incredible products that go outside the medical model. I want to share about the narrative today. I want to talk again about the narrative. What is going on? So all the news sources, the usual news sources, are at cross purposes. They don't make sense. So I'm going to give you a way to understand it in a biblical context, because this is a biblical experience. We're leaving Egypt. We're coming into the promised land. Please like to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so I can send you the videos. Come to our live meetings. I'll be back in New York soon. Check out everything in the show more, and let's rock. Now, what is happening in the world? We all know we're coming to the Great Reset, the Great Awakening, the era of Mashiach, of Messiah, the age of Aquarius. Everything is coming down. It looks like the world is coming apart in every way. If you go to the news, the mainstream media is falling apart before our eyes. The Patriot channels are all scrambling for, everyone wants to know when. These are things that even the prophets could not decipher. The actual when, I personally, I really like the movie V for Vendetta. I say, remember the 5th of November. Do not remember Amalek. Do not remember the Baal. Do not remember the Illuminati. Walk away from the deep state. Walk away from the IRS, I believe. Walk away from this whole structure is coming down. Your credit card debts, everything. We're coming into Nasara Jisara. If you don't know what Nasara and Jisara means, it means that this was a bill signed around the year 2000. And in 2001, when it was about to be announced, the dudes, the hidden force, decided to pull off a big satanic event at these big buildings in New York City, if you know what I mean. Who did it? We will find out. It seems pretty clear who's behind all this. If you do a little bit of research, you can figure it out. What is going on right now? Okay, is the economy crashing? Yeah. It's not crashing in the sense that it's being eliminated. It's simply being replaced. This is all like we're just leaving Mitzrayim. We're leaving the narrow place. We're leaving Egypt. We're leaving slavery. Look at the dates. If you want to know the dates, look at the Jewish calendar. The Jewish calendar makes sense. It goes by the moon. God put the moon in the sky to tell time with. The Gregorian, really? We're not sure if it's a Gregorian or the Julian calendar, or we're missing a few days here. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Get real, man. Check out the Jewish calendar. So we're coming into a new month, right? We're coming into the month of Nisan, the month of liberation, the month of freedom, the month of leaving Egypt with our matzah. Remember, matzah is flat, which tells us it's not about our ego. It's not about, taking this personal. This is a huge biblical thing that is going on. And what do we do during the storm? We are in the storm. We are in the transformation. This is biblical. It goes back to the Garden of Eden. We're coming to the end of the reptilian dominant age. We are getting rid of the Nebu, the Orions, the little gray people, man, that have been running our world and taking our little ones and doing horrific things to humanity. They're being ousted. They're being destroyed underground. If you don't know anything about this, it's fine. All you have to know is do what the Rebbe said. This is a biblical thing. The Rebbe said, you want to see Mashiach? All you have to do is open your eyes. What does that mean? Open your eyes. Realize that the Mashiach is right here. The Mashiach is a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. Will there be a real Mashiach? Yes, I believe so. But it's not for us to worry about. Right now, all we have to do, the Rebbe said, it's up to you. It's up to me. It's up to me to save the world. All I have to do is radiate this good for good. Think good, and it is good. I have to radiate a quantum frequency of love, of hope, of prosperity, of knowing that I deserve to be fruitful and multiply and that we all deserve it. All we have to do is open our eyes and realize we're in a godly world, that the Satan does not run this world. He puts out these illusions to wake us up. So we are leaving Egypt. Look at the Jewish calendar. We are in the last plague. The 10th plague is the plague of the firstborn. That means there is a civil war going on amongst the bad guys. The bad guys, evil destroys itself in the end. I mean, I'm just summing up what I always say. The evil ones, the firstborn, are fighting the Egyptians and saying, we're going to die if you don't let these people go. If you don't let humanity, if you don't liberate humanity. You look at the movie V, man. We have to, where we go one, we go all. We just have to go there in unity. I don't care if you're Christian. I don't care if you're Jewish. I don't care if you're Buddhist. I don't care if you worship horny toads in the desert under a cactus. It doesn't matter. You can do that. But we all have to be unified and walk out of slavery, of leaving the matrix. We have to leave the illusion, the banksters, the debt fraud, the medical fraud, the educational fraud, the selection process fraud, the governmental fraud. Just say, see you later, man. I'm out. And radiate with love. Oh my gosh, what do you mean? What are you telling me? You're not a financial advisor? Yeah, I'm not a financial advisor. And that's a good thing, man. Really, would you listen to a financial advisor? I talked to one yesterday. Beautiful soul. She's still in the stock market. I'm like, what are you doing? You're a financial advisor. Well, should I invest in bonds? Say, no, you should leave the matrix. Leave it. I'm not a financial advisor, like I said. We're coming into the promised land, man. This is liberation. Look at the Jewish calendar. That's the real calendar. We go by the moon. God established his calendar. That's why he put the moon in the sky. Whether the moon is really the moon or not, I don't know. But I know that, we're in a new month. We're in the month of liberation. The firstborn, the bad guys are fighting each other. Evil destroys itself in the end. And we have to leave Mitzrayim, leave Egypt, leave the matrix, leave the narrow place, leave the place of our own thinking that we can't do it. I can't do it. I'm just a little person and I'm a nothing, We wish we were nothings, right? It's a joke in the Jewish world. Look who thinks he's a nothing. Because it's a high level to really get rid of your ego. What does that really mean? I'm not going to pretend to tell you. I really know what it means to get rid of your ego. I don't. But I know that I can't have the same kind of concerns I had before 2020. I can't be worried about my pension. I mean, they fired me. They told me, you don't get this thing. You don't submit to our evil force. You're out, man. I'm just like, fine. Because I knew some part of me radiates with the frequency of, I live in a godly world. I'm just like, God wants me to leave your silly little job where I'm tortured by administrators who know nothing about education, who've never been in a classroom, or if they have, all they did was, learn to be the greatest disciplinarians in the universe, learn the Prussian model or the Nazi model, how to educate people, how to propaganda, how to terrorize people. That these are the people running our world. But they're going. They're going to be fighting themselves. Now, the important part here is what did the Rebbe mean? Open your eyes. He just means to open your eyes. This is a godly world. We are in control. We think good, and it is good. I hate to use myself as an example, and I'm not saying that I don't get scared when YouTube decides to take down another channel. I get nervous. I am a human being. I'm not Moses. I'm not the Mashiach. I'm a regular guy. But it is scary. It's scary to leave the matrix. But I can tell you this, man. I've been vibrating when I get into fear space, man. I take a deep breath. I say, you know what, man? I'm going to be okay. And so far, so good, man. It's been a couple of years since I was told to leave my job, and so far, so good, man. I have a lawsuit against the Department of Education. I have everything. Nothing's moving, man. The Satan, the Satan's got all this stuff in this big swarm of brambles, man. You can't go in, you can't go out. Everywhere you move, you're gonna get the prickers in your skin. So I just say, let's leave Mitzrayim. Let's leave Mitzrayim, Egypt, the narrow place, the matrix, with matzah on our backs. Matzah is flat. It does not have an ego. Like I said, what that means, I don't know. But it seems to be that where we go one, we go all. This is about all of humanity coming together. If you get into a place, if you have somebody who's like a big patriot saying, well, the Jews are all this, or that's just the Satan in another form. He's a shapeshifter. He can take another form. The truth is in your heart. The truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. Liberation it's just a thought away. You can take that deep breath. You can realize, so we live in a godly world. God's got your back. So now you got this far, man. Are you going to be out on the street homeless? I don't know. I got a message from somebody who's homeless, and I asked him, if you had to do it all over again, if you could choose that year that you were homeless not to be homeless, would you do it? I'm guessing, my guess, just from my own experiences, I've never been really homeless, but I've had some rough experiences. The rough experiences gave me who I am. I wouldn't be here in front of a little Sony camera this morning and sitting in Utah in a hotel if not for some difficult experiences. That was the richness. That's what gave me my fire, man. So anyway, we're coming to the promised land. That's the trick. We're leaving. The matzah is flat. It doesn't have an ego, right? We are leaving the matrix. I'm not saying go leave your job. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, don't pay the IRS. Just don't even fill out the forms. I'm not saying that. I do it, but I'm not saying you should. I don't want to deal with the matrix. I don't want to deal with their forms. I don't want to deal with their terrorizing me. I don't want to deal with their fear space. I don't want to deal with their credit card schemes. I am out. I am leaving slavery. Now, have I come into the promised land? Not entirely. But I'm heading in that direction. And I urge you to join me, man. We can work out where we go one, we go all. Look at the movie B. What happened at the end? Every one of us, faceless, nameless, nothing people. I'm nothing. I don't have a journalism degree. I didn't go to, I did go to Columbia. I got a writing degree. But I'm just saying, who am I? I don't have all these degrees. I don't have any certifications to do this. I wasn't, a broadcast specialist or any of this stuff. We are faceless, nameless people. We are a digital army. We are winning the war because nothing can stop what's coming. Where we go one, we go all. As long as we go together, arm in arm, and we don't have a fight. I don't have a fight. I don't, do I feel some people let humanity down? Yeah, but I don't hold a grudge. I don't have time to feel grudges. I don't have time to feel hatred in my heart. I'm building a world. I am being fruitful and multiplying, man. I'm doing this. I'm a war, man. YouTube took me down 5 times. They don't want, even this month, they don't want to pay me. So I'm finding other income sources. It's a beautiful world, and that's forcing me. And that's a gift that YouTube gave me. So now I can find other ways to make a living. Come to our Patreon channel, donate that way if you want, only if you want. A lot of people are hurting right now. And to be personally, I was talking, like I said, I had a long conversation with an investment specialist. I don't, is XRP going to save you? Is XLM going to save you? Is silver and gold going to save you? I don't know. I think at the end of the day, and this is hard for us to swallow, we will not worry about money. The Lord's my shepherd. I shall not lack. We just have to believe. And we have to link arm in arm. And we have to walk with our V for Vendetta masks, our faceless, nameless selves as a digital army into the promised land. Please like and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so I can send you other videos, let you know when the live meetings are. I'll be back in New York soon, and I won't look as yellow. And I'll be, I'll have normal complexion, and I'll have my own microphone and all that good stuff. But we know the message. It's all the truth. You're a human being. You're vibrating at the highest frequency possible. You have emotions. You have love. And once you get past your own fears of, the matrix, they're all going to come and get us because we're not paying our taxes and not paying our credit card bills. And leaving our jobs. They're all going to come. I mean, who's going to come, man? Look at V for Vendetta. That's a really good model. The Army has to stand down. There are good guys in the Army. A lot of really good things are about to happen. We're coming to the Great Awakening, the era of Mashiach. All you have to do is be your own Mashiach. Be your own Messiah. Save yourself by coming into the quantum era. Know that God is your back. May the force be with you. May God bless and protect you. And let's get out there, man, with smiles and rock the world.